Vivienne, it's Jack with Onboard Landscaping. I am here to walk you through the design. First and foremost, you've got the concrete patio. Um, I know that there's a sump pump that comes out of the house right here. That would be buried. It would be buried underneath both the patio and the retaining wall, and it would discharge into a pop-up drain that would be placed wherever you would see fit. Um, Next is the retaining wall. We spoke about this during the quote. This is necessary to retain both structures, being the patio and the concrete pad, and to adjust for the adjustments needed for slope. Next is the brick patio. You've got a soldier brick on the border, and then a 90-degree herringbone on the middle. Under the sunroom, you've got the what would be new cinder block foundation for the sunroom. This would not only prevent pests from getting underneath, but if you want to do this project, it'll be necessary to retain the walkway and the patio and the concrete. I think there's flashing that goes underneath this screen door over here. I know you guys have like a makeshift set of stairs there, but I can check my images and see if there's a flashing that goes under there. So there is flashing that goes up to the screen door. Okay, so yeah, this would be all cinder blocked all the way up to the screen door. And then around here too. Great. It would just be, such a really, I think this project in particular would really raise the home's value quite a lot. All of this probably would, but this in particular because, I don't know, it just adds that little bit more permanence to the sunroom by hardscaping that area underneath there. Moving on, we've got that little circular retaining wall garden. Clean that up for you, reinstall it, make a nice circular shape for you. And the decorative stone, like I said, this would all be excavated a couple inches, make room for enough stone to get in there. Lifetime warranty landscape fabric, all of that. There would also be lifetime warranty landscape fabric underneath the patio so that, 10 years down the line, you don't have little sprigs. There's an off chance that it wouldn't happen, that you wouldn't get sprigs coming in or things growing through your cracks, but we like to put it down anyway. In the decorative stone, I think we can get, a multitude of colors in the soft walk, decomposed granite type stuff. So if you want to change colors, that's all right too. You've also got, this is supposed to represent the flagstone, kind of, an artistic with curves garden border with some mulch in the middle. And then we've got the retaining wall. This is how the bench would look, just some bricks cut into place, a capstone put on. All the other ones have capstones. I know that they don't actually have capstones, but there'd be a capstone on this middle bottom one here and some bricks put in the middle. And then you got a few plantings. This is what it would look like cleaned out. Some plantings put in. Arborvitaes, ornamental grasses, and then there's just some salvia, and we'd plant those for you too. One thing to consider is if you did want to, because obviously this is all going to look phenomenal, if you did want to take out the retaining wall, I'd recommend just this. Oh, another thing to mention is this aluminum border that goes along here. I know you want this whole area to be grass so they can access the telephone pole, but there's this aluminum border. But if you did want to scrap the whole retaining wall, you could continue this aluminum border all the way down to the rocks here. Make this whole back area mulch, continue this flagstone border this way down the line, and then you've got a mulch bed back here with a nice garden border, and then you could put a stack of arborvitaes like this all along the back for that added privacy. But we'll take a look at prices, and we'll be figuring that out as the project comes along. So let me know what you think. Thanks.